Okay. Take 2 on this full first critique. So this way we can actually look at everything together. So I'm going to point out the beginning of this again. Oh, we got a bad storm outside. Yeah. I don't know why you did that. And like basically here, you're just burning your jump to do the bear can over there. And like by doing that, you're basically leaving yourself vulnerable off stage. And if you're playing against like a fast rushdown character that goes after you immediately, they can basically just catch you without your jump, and that's not good. So I would say just never in your life do that. Yeah, so like that shield can that happened right there where you blew him up, just jump in fair. And then after that fair, you probably will be able to get a grab too. If you ever shield and your opponent's right in front of the can, don't do the pummel because most of the time that's just going to blow you up. Just do the down throw. So this time I'm going to do this, and I'm not going to forget to actually do the transition because I'm going to look at it like this. So important thing to look at is down throw. Not throws. There we go. So the green means you have armor. And when you do the down throw, that's the only throw that has this hitbox. So this will blow up the can, keep you armored. So you'll get the throw damage and you'll get the explosion damage as well. So it's just kind of like a neat, easy way to just get like a can thing in and just do extra damage. Invincibility. My bad. Yeah. Yeah, Junior's an oddball one. Like, if you don't know how to fight him, there's going to be a lot of things that catch you off guard. Like, he is very much a knowledge check. Yeah, so don't ever jump on top of Junior, because, like, his up air is easily one of the best in the game, so he'll juggle you for days like crazy. And if he can just, like, follow up to where you are, like, after you do your directional air dodge, he can kill you really early with up smash, too. So you need to be very careful about how you try to land on top of him. Oh. Ooh, that was really bad. He just read you there, though. Yeah. Generally speaking, don't try to put yourself in laggy options if you don't need to. So, like, doing, like, get-up attacks randomly and things like that. Make sure like you're fully aware of where your opponent is in those type of positions. Yeah, if you play lame against Junior, it's really rough for him. I will say this. So if you jump and like you're not holding the controller and you press B and your character turns around a lot, you might have a snapback issue with your controller. What controller do you play on specifically? Also, like if you like drop down and like if you drop down like your control stick like happens to be turned a little bit, that will also like flip them too. Or it's like if you jump, let's say like you ran real quick and you jumped and then you let go and then press B. If you let go and you press B and your character turns around, that means you have a snapback issue with your controller. Right now it's a Wireless Pro. Like the Nintendo Pro Wireless, or are you talking about like one of the GameCube knockoffs, like the PDP, the Hori, the... Oh, what's the other one? It's like something Q. I forget the name of it. Because if it's a first-party Nintendo controller, you're good. I would say you're more than likely your controller's not defective. Okay, yeah, your controller's probably not defective. I would say mostly watch your hands then. Your hands could be your issue with it. Because like if you did like any inputs with like your C stick or anything like that, that should not affect. That really shouldn't affect like the way that your snapback should go, or at least like your positioning. Yeah, don't go for laggy options. That was a really scary jump because of like where you were. He could have very easily clipped you with that up air. And then you would have been without a jump, and he could have juggled you much longer. Don't forget, if you up B over the stage, cancel it with an aerial so you don't land with like 30 frames of landing lag. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. At least you got the pickup there. It's a little bit concerning of an up air placement, but it worked out for you in the end. Oh, man. Yeah, you didn't take advantage of the fact that you had the can there. So where he was placed, you could have pinged that can, and it would have launched him back to you. You could have easily converted that into a whole up air string with that platform. Yeah, he's at 33, so you could have like connected 2 more up airs. Also, don't be scared of Cannonball, because like he's stuck in a tremendous amount of lag when he does that. Hold up a sec. Oh my god, I actually did that. I can't believe it. Let me see. What move was I looking at? It was, I think it was going to be down air. Yeah, so like down air with him is like completely disjointed, so our up air cannot beat out his down air. So with him, while he's not hard to juggle, just keep in mind that you can't exactly challenge everything that he does. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to do. Just stay below those platforms and then just keep him juggled. And you can just like automatically respond to every landing option that he has. So this is the weird thing about Bowser Jr.'s Dare, is that he has like a weird like landing lag cancel when he hits you with it, unless they got rid of that. But from what I know, that still exists. You can upload them to like a Smash Ultimate YouTube channel. I don't know how it works exactly though. Like, so today I was actually going to record these and upload them myself. Well, record the videos and then go over it that way. But the issue was that I had like somebody call me right before the stream was going to happen. And I was just on the phone with them the entire time. That's the reason why the stream was so delayed today. Yeah, there was like the frame canceling thing that he had back at Smash 4, so that way if he down aired your shield, like he actually would have like no lag. Same thing with like if he would hit you with it too, he would get like a free follow up. I don't know if he still has that in this game, but I feel like that's not a bug that would just be like deleted. Yeah, I mean otherwise if he misses, it's frame. There's like basically no auto cancel window on this, and it's 15 frames of landing lag. He should beat it out. Yeah, so if you do the frame canceling thing, like the down air on you, it's not an issue. But yeah, no, Wolfer's like, it's still fine to send me the videos this way. It's just, I didn't get around to recording this before I started it. And honestly, it's just my fault for not switching them. It's just like, I wasn't mentally prepared to stream just because of like the call that happened. Any character in the No, Bowser Jr. was always really easy to do. Like, it took no thought to do his frame cancel. Like, you literally just had a down air on shield, and that would just work. It was just, like, always a property that he had. Okay, you got a pretty good setup going there. You're covering, like, every landing option. Yeah, you're doing exactly what you need. Oh, yeah, be very careful about those get-up attacks. Because, like, what he could have done right there when you were, like, doing that get-up attack is he could have very easily just, like, killed you with F smash, because that's disjointed. The other thing that you need to keep in mind about Bowser Jr. is his aerial mobility is absolute garbage. So if you do see him down air and you're to the side of him, you can very much easily jump to the side and then just back air him or forward air him, whatever side he's on. And the other thing too is like if you know he has to land and he's not going to land on top of you, you can also clay pigeon him too because he's stuck in 15 frames of landing lag. Just like don't try to juggle him from below. Also, like right there, like after you launch that can, would have been a pretty good idea to throw out a gunman, so that way you would catch him right as he's landing. And keep in mind, when you spawn gunman, you can still ping the can, so it's not like you aren't able to do any actions. That was super risky. So what you did right there. Okay, I can do this. So you're right here, and you decided to jump and fare directly into a Bowser Jr. that's standing there doing nothing. So he could have just, like, literally just, like, walked up a little bit and just, like, poked you with any of his disjoints. Can't see what percentage you're at. But, like, basically, if you're at death percent, he could have just smash attacked you. And, like, he wouldn't really have had to, like, think twice about it. Because you were just jumping right into his clutches. So you gotta be a little bit more careful about how you approach. Okay, you finally didn't get up attacked. You were doing that like every single time. Yeah, in this case, I'm actually happy that you're spamming the shots with Clay Pigeon. While you won't get the follow-up, it does prevent him from armoring through the Clay Pigeon, because there are instances where the cart will just like armor through it. However, if you get the shots to come out, it'll prevent the armor from working just because the hitboxes are too large. So that's a good thing to do. What makes CP inconsistent? So when Bowser Jr. does a side B, he has armor on the move. I'm not sure if I can... I just realized I'm in game, so I can't... So I'll have to show it to you after this replay's done. Remind me to show you Bowser Jr. side B armor. If I forget. I don't think I will, because we're on the last stop. Yeah, don't lock yourself to smash attacks. You can do so many things when you're doing that. Yeah, that's the other thing too, is like if he's grabbed the Mecha Koopa, he can just like toss that at you. Not to mention, like, if you're not aware of where the Mecha Koopa is as you're throwing it to, he might just get in the way. Yeah, so exactly what iDonut said. So the thing is, like, they fixed the armor on the cart. Before, it just like worked below. It was terrible, but like now it's like a lot more consistent. And it's like you know, Clay Pigeon itself, that I forget how much the... Let me see, how much does it do? So the Clay Pigeon does 2% when it hits somebody. So it's like without shooting it, like there's no way it's gonna knock him out of it if it just hits the cart. Yo, you got lucky there. Truth be told, you actually have a lot of time to hit him when he's doing the oh, I forget the name of it. Bombs away? Or bandit ship. That's the name of it. Okay, so are you gonna do it? No, that's not it. Yeah, so the way that you edgeguard Bowser Jr. is you just do a lingering nair, and that's it. Don't try to go for like any single hits. Lingering Nair, as long as you touch him, it's weak enough that he doesn't get the Koopa Cart back. So he just dies if he gets touched by Nair. But yeah, I mean, he's at 100%. Ooh, that was a bad misinput. Yeah, he's dead. Alright, let me go into training mode real quick. Because I do want to show off that armor. Because, like, I will say that if you keep doing the slow toss of Clay Pigeon, you might be able to always get around it. I'm not 100% sure on that, just because I haven't tested it myself. Like, I've never been in the situation where I need to lab this matchup out. Oh my god, the photo they use for abandoned ship is great. Oops, my controller dropped. But no more. Okay. So control. And yeah, we'll have to do this. So I think I'm gonna do both tossing at the same time. Yeah. So like right there, he was just able to go right through the entire thing. So let's show that off again. And it just disappeared right there. So like he was just able to plow right through. The other thing that I'm not sure is, let me check to see how spin out affects it. So if you didn't know, like he can do an attack out of it as well. Okay, so the good thing is he can't spin you out. And that means he at least can't like kill you off of that. Yeah, so that one won't kill you. But the move itself is very strong. But the thing is, like, even just doing side B, he can combo that into like a variety of ways to get like a lot of damage. And I don't know if he has any true kill combos. I think he does in this game, but I don't know them specifically, or if we can always just can out of them too. No, that's definitely a relevant thing. It's just like if you see a Bowser Jr. do this, yeah, your Clay Pigeon's not working. Not the cannonball, but yeah. No, jump spinning cart's really good. Like let me see if I can do it. Like, he can mix you up a lot with that. So it's like, if your Bowser Jr. player is not good, they're not going to do that. But if they're a good Bowser Jr. player, and you're just doing this on reaction to them doing that, they'll just get over you and just, like, pummel you with something, and you're just going to die. And you have to keep in mind that, like, it's like at 100%, they can just hit you with a Rapid Jab and you're dead. It kills so early on Duck Hunt, or on a lot of the cast, too. So it's like, he has a variety of ways to kill you. He has a lot of really easy ways to get around Clay Pigeon. And like Clay Pigeon isn't always reliable. So let's do the test where we like spam the shots. Because I think like that's gonna be the one way that this move is just gonna be way more consistent. Jump? I'm pretty sure he has the armor on the way down though. Still on the cart. Yeah. So let me just spam. So in that case, that just wouldn't call it up that it hit him. Okay, there we go. And wow, in that case, he actually just went through it. I wasn't able to shoot it again. So yeah, even that may not be consistent. I'd have to do like a lot more just looking into that to see exactly in what interactions it works and what interactions it doesn't work. But just like know that it's not going to always be, if you're doing the hard toss, that's not going to be like a consistent answer. I think if you do soft toss because it goes a lot higher, it probably will work a lot better that way. But there's just like a lot of heat of the moment things where it's just like, you're not going to get that soft toss out. Soft toss should, because it goes significantly higher. Let me show that off real quick. Hopefully Junior's still selected. No, I'll select him again real quick. Yeah, soft toss connects a lot easier. So, come back in control. And okay, so now, so look how much higher this is going to go now. And now if I shoot it, it's not like nearly as high. It's not like nearly as far away, and that'll hit him. And now I get the rest of the combo. So yeah, soft toss will be good, but hard toss is no good. So just to show it off again, this is hard toss. It doesn't even go below like the one line. And now if I do soft toss, now it goes above. And like that makes all the difference if it's going to hit it Bowser Jr. or not. But you can see it doesn't get there immediately. You have to get to like space 3 when it gets like above. Well, there's two ways. The easiest way to get it consistently is like the melee way, where it's just like you tilt it. It's your difference between doing a tilt attack and a smash attack. So like in like quick scrambles, that's gonna be really hard to do. Like if you need to run away and then do a soft toss, like you're gonna kind of go into that skidding animation, which that's not too hard to do actually, because of the way like the canceling works. Just make sure you hold it a little bit before you press B, and then you'll be good. But if you like smash it back, then it's not gonna be good. But if you just toss it back, you'll be good. Yeah, it's just like just practice it in training mode, and then you'll find the rhythm that's good for you to wait and like just to get it out more consistently. Just be more conscious of when you want to soft toss it and when you don't, and then like that's kind of the best way to do it. Because like if you're just saying I need to hit them with CP and you're not thinking hard toss versus soft toss, then you're never gonna make that distinction in your brain. Like that's something you have to train yourself to do. Actually, that's a good thing to think about. Like I think I'll probably put that in my advanced tips video. Make sure you soft toss your clay pitching in the areas that you need to. And hot toss that when you need to. Because like there's a lot of moments, more often than not, you're gonna want to hard toss it, but there's like a couple of like key small times that you want to use the soft toss. That's one of them. All right, so let's get to match 2. I think I clicked the wrong one. Because I know it wasn't Bin Bin. Okay, so that's the one that I just watched. So it's going to be this one. Yeah. Oof. Mother Brain has a shield. I don't know why. That description's just hilarious. Okay, so not the best start, but at least that makes a lot more sense than doing what you did before. Yeah, don't forget, if they land on top of the can, you could just ping it to blow them up. And that's the other reason why you want to be very careful with your clay vision usage, as you just weren't able to use can that entire time. Yeah, just make sure you're watching them, because it was very obvious he was going to land on the platforms after that abandoned ship. Yeah, see right there. He was just able to armor right through it. And if he did that to you while you were at ledge, that would have killed. Holy crap, that was big. Gotcha. Yeah, like that high recovery is really bad. At least consistently, all the times I've seen you recover high, you've never canceled your up B, so you need to make sure you get used to doing that. When you're picking can and you're shielding, and you have the intent of that to hit, let the can hit before you go for the grab, just in case they shield it. Yeah, because he has the explosion from abandoned ship, he actually has a pretty easy time like edge guarding his up B. Oh yeah, don't ever do F smash out of shield. That's not going to catch. So in a moment like that, where your opponent's on the platform and you're setting up can, first of all, you want to jump in can, so that way you're moving to them and you're setting up. But also, like, keep in mind, he has a tech roll. This gunman's not going to cover anything. So, like, that's just, like, a waste of your time, and that's just a waste of your gunman resource for the time that it's out. So, always remember, like, you need to learn how to use gunman. You need to learn when to place them. Like, that for example, is, like, textbook bad gunman usage from, like, a lot of, like, beginner duck hunts. Yeah, keep the can there. Ooh, yeah, you need to just watch. That's easy enough to know how to avoid. Shouldn't have to explain that one to you. Again, you need to be watching your opponent. It doesn't look like you're really watching what decisions your opponent's making. And something else to note that I want to point out. So when Bowser Jr. is like about over here and he throws Cannonball, it starts to drop down like right around here. So like it does an arcward down and falls down. And the entire time it's active, including the fall down, it's an active hitbox. So if he shoots Cannonball from here, be aware that it's probably going to hit this zone. So you do need to make sure that you're at least protected underneath the platform in those instances. Oh, wow, you actually have to reverse it. Okay, good stuff. Yeah, so like right there, if you did Lingering Nair, you would have caught him. Probably would have landed on stage still, but regardless, just on the off chance that he didn't, you would have just killed him. Also, like, if he's doing side B a lot, that means he's naturally going to come to you, so you just need to kind of plan an area that you're going to zone him out in. And you can do that well enough with just using fair. Again, yeah, by you not canceling with with Nair there, it makes it a lot easier to punish you. Yeah, as you can see, Cannonball just rips through everything, so you can't actually just like zone him out with it. Yeah, so that's not safe on shield, so you can just turn around and grab him very easily. Not to mention, Hammer Swing comes out really fast. Let me just double check the frame data on that. So when he does Abandoned Ship, so the Hammer Swing comes out frame 8 and 13. Oh, that's weird. I always thought it was just like one consistent hitbox. So it's like, if you want to time the parry, it's not exactly the hardest thing to do. So it's like, there's like a 5-frame there's a 4-frame difference between hit 1 and 2. So if you're like timing a parry for one of them, you should get the second one. Yeah, so there you did the soft toss, but unfortunately because like you got conditioned so much that like your clay pigeon wouldn't win, you didn't capitalize on it. Because if you hit him with that clay pigeon, you could have fully put him into an edge guard scenario where you could kill him. Bowser Jr. is very easy at edge guard as duck hunt. Because like you can cut off the linear path of the cart dash, and then not only that, it's just that we have a good weak aerial to just like kill him. Oh man, he didn't punish the air dodge. Who gave that one to you? I have no idea why you just ran up canned. Because like you could have easily just like jumped there. Oh, you're dead. Oh, why did he do that? What on earth? That was honestly like one of the worst shield break punishes I've ever seen. Again, yeah, you had a free clay pigeon combo. I don't know why you're not capitalizing on that. Especially like at 115, he was dead. Yeah, also like keep in mind, like you place those projectiles out, so if you think that they're gonna hit, remember that, and then like, you know, use them in conjunction with yourself. Also, if you see an opponent up smash, it's best not to land it on top of directly where they just up smashed. Like a lot of characters will just instantly kill you for doing that. Yeah, you just need to be watching them. That cannonball can act like a lot like Arcan in that it forces you an option to just avoid something. And if you don't do anything to respond to the direct actions, they'll just kill you. Yeah, just a lot of questionable decisions overall in that second game. Well, I guess this was technically the first game. I did not know that it can do both of those. Interesting. Yeah, so don't try to shoot a cannonball if you can avoid it. Like, I know the big issue with, like, junior shield breaks is, like, F Smash is very good with that, and then so is Hammer Swing. Hammer Swing is really, really good. So it's like, if he does, like, a fair, and then he somehow gets Hammer Swing after that, like, your shield's gone. And he kills you so early. Yeah, no. Like, Cannonball was an unusable move back in Smash 4, and it was honestly the most pathetic projectile in the entire world, but now it's actually a move. And just the fact that he can double Cannonball is pretty good, too. Not easy to set up, but it's at least something that he can do. It's within the realm of possibility. Yeah, no, Smash 4, like, it was honestly, like, one of the worst moves in the entirety of the game. Like, I don't even know who conceived it, but, like, now it became a move. So, it's funny to see. I mean, it's good to see that you, like, at least took it back in the next game and all that stuff, but it's just, like, a lot of, like, outside of just, like, general matchup knowledge, it was just, like, a lot of fundamental issues with your gameplay. So, it's, like, lack of knowing when to use your can, lack of knowing when to use your gunman, not identifying when you set up a projectile for an advantage and not fully taking advantage of it. And like when I see things like that with Duck Hunt players, that's when I know that like they're kind of throwing out projectiles to throw them out, but they don't know the reason why. And that's what you need to learn. Like you need to know why you're doing these things. So like example, your gunman is there to either absorb something or to specifically create pressure in this one zone at a specific time where you need it to do that. You don't throw it out there just because. It needs to be very specific. It needs to be very intentional when you're doing it. Like even the shots can mess with like the Mecha Koopas as well, so you can even use it for that in this type of experience in this matchup. But you know that's not something that I would say that would come up all the time. The other thing too is just like you want to use cans specifically to set up, and you want to learn how to move forward with them and to like chase behind the can too. So that way you can kind of do like a moving setup while they're like getting up from like a tech or something like that. So then that way it's like your can's immediately creating pressure and you're creating pressure following behind the can too. So like that's really important to do. And clay pigeon, simple enough. You use it specifically as like a punish when you know you can get it, and you need to know that you're going to get the combo off of that too. Like if you throw out clay pigeon and then you just set up afterwards, like I don't even know why you're using clay pigeon. Like clay pigeon is only there to get high damage and like high damaging combos and to get like early kills. If you have zero intention of doing that, just don't even bother using that move, because like it leaves you trapped and it's not going to give you any advantage at all. Like it actively takes away advantage from using that move just because you're locked to that one option for like 60 plus frames. Like there's no reason to use that move if you specifically do not want to get the reward that you get off of it. So kind of build that into your system. If you're going for clay pigeon, it's for the sole intent of getting that combo, and then if it misses, then that's when you don't do anything with it. But if the second it hits, you go in. So always remember that with that move in particular. There's certain moves where you can use it to mess people's neutrals up, but like that's very, very few and far between matchups that for the most part, that shouldn't just even come up in your mind unless like you're fighting those characters all the time. Like Mega Man, for example, that's one of the ones you can use it with. But yeah, were there any specific questions that you had, Wolfers? Because I know like I went pretty in depth with at least side B. Didn't really talk too much about the rest of his moveset. Do you have any questions about the matchup or things that you did specifically that you want to know more about? Also, while he's typing up his answer, don't forget, if you guys do want to see my Duck Hunt matchup chart, there is a sub goal for it. It is if we reach 10 subs, I will do a stream where I talk about making my matchup chart. And it will be released to all you lovely people, so you can see my thoughts. Oh, God, yeah. Don't worry about that. Like, you know, if you've been watching my like my Smash Stories videos, like I've literally been playing Smash since 1999, like when the game first came out and everything. And I was a complete scrub competitively. Honestly, I still consider myself a scrub competitively, if I can be perfectly honest. It's just like I understand a lot of the mechanics of the game and like how you need to specifically take advantage of all these situations. Man, it's like, you know, the time that you spend with this game doesn't necessarily matter unless like you're specifically putting into practice of like understanding the nuances and mechanics and how you take advantage of them. It's like if you don't have like the background for that and you aren't doing anything to develop that at all, like especially to develop like a good baseline, like you're just going to be stuck at square one even if you spent like an eternity on this. Like you do need to put the necessary work there to like kind of change your mind frame around like everything that you do in the game. Okay. Yeah, so if you don't have any questions, then yeah, that'll do it for this one.